Thymus pulegioides. At growplants.org, also known as broad-leaved thyme or lemon thyme, or just thyme plant. This subshrub, it's mostly grow for the edible leaves. It's possible to grow it for ornamental if you like it. There is flowers that are purple. It's quite of attractive if you like, and of course the fragrance of this plant, it's quite of adorable if you like, but it's not like a flower that it's sweet. It's more, edible stuff. You can grow it in temperate, subtropical, or Mediterranean climate. Hardiness zone will be from 5 to 10. If you would like to grow it, there is a link below. Link is right top side. And of course, if you buy, this is donation for this channel. Except this, don't forget to subscribe. And here we will continue to explain a little bit how to grow it. So let's start with some characters. The leaves are small, in oval shape. The leaf texture, it's hard, so be aware that when you choose this kind of thyme, it's actually will be a little bit hard and not really soft. So you have other kind if you want to grow it. This is more for dry or even to use it as a herb, but be aware that you cannot really, it's not very pleasant when it's hard. The flower color, it's purple, it's small. If it's bloom well and you take care of good of the plant, it will be fully blooming, so it's quite of lovely. The requirement in order to grow, so it's weed free. It's important. It's this plant not very good in competition. It's mostly if the other plant will be higher, it will create shade, and will create a lot of problem. Well drained soil. Even this plant can be drought tolerant. I grow it and I know that overwater can cause a lot of problem. You can start to grow it by cutting seeds or just to buy a plant. Of course, this is the easiest. It's very sensitive to moist soil or overwater. It might die. Planting season. This is in a hot climate. The best will be from the autumn to the spring. It's possible in the summer, but better not to. And if you grow it in a colder climate, spring to the summer. So it's mean hardiness zone of 10B. Better to plant it from the autumn to the early spring. It's just better establish. But if you don't want, you can summer and late spring. It's grow well, but it's just take more time. Major pests it can be the aphids, not something special, but this is a must. Prune it. Mostly you prune it when you want to eat it, but if you have dead parts, it's important, very very important to have to cut them. Why? Because a lot of times the dead parts just create shade on the alive part, and then you just lose the sun. The height of the plant will be from 5 to 30 centimeter. Mostly it's very low. It's mean like 2 to 12 inches. In the right condition, it's a fast growing plant. Depends the season and very depends the conditions that you give. It requires small to average amount of water. Hotter the area will be, increase the amount of water. Full sun, it's very important. I saw in my own eyes a lot of times that shade create problem. Can grow with less than full sun, but I think that the best result will be in full sun. Of course, if you don't want the bloom, if you could control it, I don't see how you can, but it's maybe to create shade, to create a little bit shade in the summers, then you will have less flowers, and this is lovely. Or just cut the flowers. Don't let this plant bloom unless you want the flowers, because then you get a better leaves and a better plants, and then you can use it for edible part. The edible part, when you have, for example, the flowers bloom, can be in the spring to the summer. It create problems that the leaves are smaller and the plant create more channel, more nutrient to the flowers, more energy, and then it doesn't have a lot of energy to create a lot of leaves, and it just mostly a lot of flowers, and this is not the point. Why to grow it? You can harvest it in all the year. Here in hardiness zone of 10B, It means that the best, my opinion at least, late autumn or middle of the spring. This is the best. I harvest it twice a year. This is for drying, and except this, I also use it for fresh. This is all the year. You can use it as herb, you can eat it raw, to put it in a salad, to put spices, dry it, and to create spreads. Spread, it's lovely. This spread, I think it's very strong, and I highly recommend. Okay, so some information, the last information. So this is not hard to grow. You have to remember that it's really like the sun, and it doesn't like too much water. Depends the soil, of course. A well-drained soil, I think it's important. And except this, why not to grow it? That's all from growplants.org. Don't forget to subscribe, visit our website, and of course, if you have any question, just ask. You have here links about more videos, some lists, subscribe, and of course, purchase a plant, and this is donation for our channel. I hope you enjoy, and come visit us again.